Dear students of Standard 9, welcome to the class of English second paper. Today we are going to learn a new rule of transformation of sentence, that is complex to simple. Before learning the rule, we need to have an idea of pronoun, especially relative pronoun. You know what is pronoun? Pronoun means the word which is used instead of a noun. And this pronoun is of 8 types and relative pronoun is one of them. So let's see the definition of relative pronoun first. The pronoun that refers to some noun or pronoun mentioned before and at the same time joins two sentences is called relative pronoun. That means relative pronoun has two functions. Firstly, it will refer to some noun or pronoun that is already used in the sentence, and at the same time it will join two sentences. Examples are who, whom, whose, which, what, that, as, but, etc. Let's see them in the sentence. I know the boy who came from Dhaka. This is the pen which I lost yesterday. Here who, which, these are the relative pronoun and it is indicating the word boy. Here which is indicating the word pen. Here boy and pen, these are the antecedent. The question may arise, what is antecedent? Antecedent means relative pronoun that indicates the noun or pronoun used in the sentence is called antecedent. That means this relative pronoun is indicating the word boy. So this word boy is the antecedent of this relative pronoun. And in this sentence, pen is the antecedent. Another example for you. These are the books that have just arrived. Here, that is the relative pronoun. Today, we will learn the rule, the complex sentence that have the uses of relative pronoun. Who, which, that, etc. Let's see the rule. Subordinate clause with relative pronoun who, which or that. Now we will see the structure of this type of sentences. That means the position of the relative pronoun in a subordinate clause, whether it will be at the beginning or middle or at the end of the sentence. Let's see. The relative pronoun can be used after the subject, that is subject plus relative pronoun plus principal verb, or subject plus relative pronoun plus auxiliary verb, subject plus verb plus object plus relative pronoun plus main verb. Look, after the relative pronoun, here it is principal verb, here it is the auxiliary verb, but in the third case, after the subject there is the verb and object. Let's see the example. Complex sentence is given here. The man who works hard can shine in life. Subject plus relative pronoun, then the principal verb or main verb. So here we'll make it simple just by omitting the relative pronoun and adding ing with the principal verb. Look, the man working hard can shine in life. Another example, the car that stands in front of the house has become old. We will omit the relative pronoun and add ing with the main verb. The car standing in front of the house has become old. Now we will see the example with the auxiliary verb. The boy who is walking on the street was hit by a bus. Here the simple will be the boy walking on the street was hit by a bus. We just omit the relative pronoun and auxiliary verb here. Now we will see the third type of structure. I know the man who was driving the car. Subject plus verb plus object then relative pronoun here. We write simple. I know the man driving the car. We just omit the relative pronoun and auxiliary verb. Rakib saw a tiger which was walking in the jungle. Here we will omit the auxiliary verb with relative pronoun and it becomes Rakib saw a tiger walking in the jungle. So I think you have already understood the structure. Structure is nothing but omission of relative pronoun and auxiliary verb if there is an auxiliary verb there, and we will add ing with the main verb. Now we will see more structure of complex sentence using the auxiliary verb. That is, with the relative pronoun there will be past participle form of verb. That means the subordinate clause will be in the passive form. Then what will we do? Complex sentence. The answer which was written by you was wrong. Look, subject plus relative pronoun, then the past participle form of verb is given here. So we'll make it simple writing the answer written by you was wrong. Just omitted the relative pronoun and auxiliary verb. Another example, Mina found the chair which was broken in the function. Subject plus verb plus object, then relative pronoun and then the past participle form of verb is given. It will be Mina found the chair broken in the function. Here we just omit the relative pronoun with the auxiliary verb and write the rest part of the sentence. If there is adjective after the relative pronoun, then how will we convert them into simple sentence? We will see now. That is subject plus relative pronoun plus adjective, or subject plus verb plus object, then relative pronoun plus adjective. Let's see the example. The man who is industrious can shine in life. Subject plus relative pronoun, then the adjective is given here. Here, at first we will write a or an, then we will write the adjective, then the subject of the complex sentence, and the rest part of the complex sentence is given. An industrious man can shine in life. The structure is a or an plus adjective plus subject of the complex sentence, then rest part of the complex sentence just after the adjective. See another example. Gold is a metal which is very valuable. Valuable adjective is given here. Here subject plus verb plus object, then relative pronoun and adjective is given. Here in the same way we will do simple as we did before. Only this object will be used after the adjective. It will be like this. Gold is a very valuable metal. Metal is the object of the complex sentence and it is used after the adjective in the simple sentence. Another example for you. I saw a boy who was very intelligent. It will be I saw a very intelligent boy. Let's see some exceptional sentences of this type. Sometimes the pronoun used after relative pronoun is called into possessive. That means if after the relative pronoun there is the personal pronoun, that personal pronoun will be in possessive form. The suggestion that he gave me was correct. That is the relative pronoun. He is the personal pronoun. This personal pronoun he will be in the possessive form. The simple sentence will be his suggestion was correct. And sometimes instead of the main verb of the complex sentence, we can use with or of in the simple sentence. Look at the example. The lady who wore the white gloves was my mother. Who or who is the relative pronoun, or is the main verb. Instead of this or we can use with. The lady with the white gloves was my mother. Another example for you. The rice which came from Borishal was fine. We can write the rice of Borishal was fine. We will see another exceptional sentence, that is sometimes apposition is used. Apposition. The term may be new to you. Actually, apposition means, the word apposition means placing near. When two nouns sit side by side and indicates only one person or thing, then the second noun is called the appositive or case in apposition of first noun. If you see one example of apposition, it will be clear to you. Mr. Bulbul, principal of our college, is a learned man. Look, Mr. Bulbul, principal of our college, these two nouns sit side by side, and these two nouns indicate one person, that the learned man. So, principal of our college, this is the appositive of this person, Mr. Bulbul. That means appositive of this noun. Principal of our college is the appositive of this first noun. In the same way, if complex sentence is given, Mr. Ibrahim, who was the doctor of Dhaka Medical College, was brilliant. Here, relative pronoun is given and a noun is also given here. So instead of this relative pronoun, we can use a apposition here. The sentence will be like this. Mr. Ibrahim, the doctor of Dhaka Medical College, was brilliant. Here we will omit the relative pronoun and also the auxiliary verb. Here we will use a comma. Then another noun, the doctor of Dhaka Medical College. Here again another comma will be used. Then the rest part of the sentence. You must remember, while using apposition, you should use comma properly. So dear students, today up to this, you must practice these rules at your home. We will meet soon with the new rules of this topic. Till then, goodbye.